all my life I knew that when I was small I saw those, and if you told people about it, they thought you were crazy. Now, when I'm 16, how do you go tell people that you've seen 1,000 craft that night and 45 of them blow up? Well, you got witnesses. Problem is, when you go to school and you tell your best friends, I saw this big battle and they were blowing each other up. They, yeah, good, thanks, Ed. Glad to know that. Well, anyway, I told my science class, because, you know, science class, science teachers are supposed to be scientists. Well, I got a bunch of guff out of them, laughed at. So I stood up, I told my science teacher off real good, and told him there was nothing that I could learn from him because he was an idiot. And he didn't like that. And so I had to take another class. I had to take another class for the rest of that year. But I know one thing. You got to be careful while telling the truth, because a lot of people can believe, but they won't know because they didn't see it. Well, I had seen other things happen, but in 1997, I had sold some property I had, went to a gun show in Reno, and saw these pair of night vision glasses, the PVS-7s type 3 generation. And their quality, they're a lot like what the military uses on most of the soldiers that clip on the helmet. And they look like this because this is them. And I have the eyepieces off so that if I want to film, I can take a PVC fitting that MacGyver and I worked on, and you can stick it on there, and then a little hard drive movie camera that can zoom up to 40 power, and you would slip it in here, slip. Anybody out there that's deaf? You will be when it's over. Anyway, and you mount this here, put a little MacGyver duct tape on it to hold it in place, and then you can look through one side, push the button, technical help. But anyway, maybe it's the position. Okay. Testing. Okay. Here's my technical helper.
You can just keep talking.
Can anybody tell I'm a character?
Yes.
So anyway, by hooking this in, that'll work. Good job. I don't care what they say about your work, you're all right. Now, putting this PVC fitting on here and grinding a little spot here and there to make it fit part of the camera, you can slip it on there, get it fitted in, and then you can turn the camera on standby. And when you photo, you just reach up and push the button on the camera and fire it up to record. Fire it again to standby. And then you can get some real good pictures. So when you're looking and you got a group of people, you hand out some glasses to them and they look, and you do this thing and help spot them. And in doing that, when you find something, you can't say, oh, over there by the big star, because when you look through these glasses, there's 5 million big stars. So you carry a laser and you point, and when you point, the laser guides you right to the craft or the target. And what's so funny is that sometimes they'll respond to getting hit with a laser and they'll dug out of the way. I'm just glad they don't fire back. So, and when this happens, the people that are with you can pick up and find them right away. So by picking up and finding them right away, it makes it quick because, see, there's types that will cross the sky from as miles away to as far as you can see the other way, and some of those spacecraft can pass in 5 to 7 seconds just and be gone. So you got to be quick on it and see it. But you're also going to see heaps and heaps of airplanes, birds, bats, moths, and they're going to flutter by and get you excited. You'll see something and you, oh, that was a bird. And by teaching people the right way to use these, and what I've been doing for 12 years, you can go out on any night that it's a clear sky and you can find UFOs, birds, bats, bugs, satellites, and it's pretty amazing. And you'll see some things that you're not going to believe. Now, one of the things that totally scared the hell out of me, and I don't scare that easy, I'm kind of a bad hombre, but I was out and I had my German Shepherd with me in the front yard of my construction place, and I'm looking out and everything's fine, and my dog is standing beside me, and I'm just looking out with the glasses and looking up, and my dog starts to growling because he's nocturnal, he's got night vision, he doesn't need a pair of glasses. So anyway, I hear him just really getting upset more and more, and I look down with the glasses and I see where he's looking, and he's like this, looking out. So I go like this and I look out, and here's this thing that looked like a human being with a cape fluttering behind it. And hello? Is this better? Okay. It's good to have a bit. You know,
they're going to cut your lavalier mic, and then they're going to raise the sound on your handheld mic. So use the handheld mic.
am I here? Technical help. Do we have to squeeze down?
Just keep talking into it so they can do a sound check.
Hello? Hello? Anybody home? Are we all right now? You guys might be all right, but I never will be. So now, what you've got is this thing is flying out there. It's about 300 yards away, and it's got its arms out in front of it or whatever they were, and it looks like a Superman flying, and it's got this cape dangling behind it, waving, and it's going about the speed of a bicyclist along the road, 15, 20 miles an hour. And I'm looking and I'm going, oh my God, what in the... And my dog is going... Rrr. And it looks over at me, and it turns its arms like this, looks at me and turns its arms, and then it's like its arms are directing it, and it starts heading over and down at me. And I said, come on, Duke. And and Duke and I hit the door of my house. We slammed on the lights. We had all the doors locked. We had the 12 gauge ready to go, and a 350 Magnum, 357 Magnum. And I'm sitting there, and Duke goes by the front door, and I go, come here, come here. And he's going, rrr. And I left all the lights out, and I'm sitting there with my night vision glasses to see what's coming in the door.